makes the pitch increase. So it's not just the arytenoids that do the changes in pitch for singing and talking and whatnot, but it's also the relationship between the thyroid and the cricoid. And there's a whole, you ought to be really thankful, there's a bunch of muscles in there that we don't have to know. Okay? A bunch of muscles in there that we don't have to know.
Which ones?
Which ones? Well, would you believe that there's a thyrocricoid muscle? Yeah, and others like that that you don't have to know.
You don't have to know.
Okay, we'll take a look at this head model because, remember, we had looked in the nasal cavity, and there's how many cavities in the nasal cavity?
14.
14. Okay, what's this one?
External nares.
External nares. What's this one? Frontal sinus. What's this one? Maxillary sinus. What's this one? Ethmoid sinus. What's this one? Sphenoid sinus. What's this one? Nasolacrimal duct. And what's this one? The choanine. That's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 2, 14. What about the 7 openings in the pharynx? Okay. We have 2 what? Choanine. 2 what? No, here.
Where are the
Choanine's here. There's another little opening here. Auditory tube, eustachian tube, 2 of those up in the nasopharynx. 1 of these, fauces, yeah, and 1 of these, glottis, and 1 of these, esophagus. See? So you got 1 esophagus, 2 glottis, 3 fauces, 4, 5 choanae, 6, 7 eustachian tube. Okay? What tissue is lining this cavity? Ciliated pseudostratified columnar epithelial tissue. What tissue is lining this cavity? Ciliate. Good. Okay, good. You didn't fall for it. Ciliated pseudostratified columnar epithelial tissue. Lining this cavity? Oh, no, not the same.
No, now it's really stratified.
Because what gets added in here? Food, water, coffee, chocolate.
So it stratifies.
Aspirin. You don't want that stuff touching ciliated pseudostratified columnar epithelial tissue. So you have to have what? Non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelial tissue. The non-keratinized stratified squamous is going to go all the way down into and including the esophagus. Okay? But as we get down into the larynx, what happens?
Back to ciliated.
Changes back to ciliated pseudostratified columnar, right? Got a little gap in here. Okay, the cilia bring mucus up, right? And get it up into here, and it runs into non-keratinized stratified squamous. So the mucus get brought up to here, and then what do you have to do? Swallow. Move it up so you can swallow it, right? Well, just thought I'd bring that up. Oh, little pun. Bad. I know. Okay.
That's what the sore throat is when that stuff's hanging around your cilia?
Well, I think a sore throat is when, you've either been coughing too much. You've got to have an irritation. You've got to have inflammation there. Get it either dry or irritated, that kind of thing, to have a sore throat. Okay? You realize how hard it is to talk with your gut sucked in? For an hour? Oh well. There it goes. Okay, it is. I'm going to think it's the wrong heart. Going to transplant. Okay. Not too much new on this particular model. This structure represents the what?
Larynx.
Larynx. What bone is this? Hyoid. What gland is this?
Thyroid.
Thyroid. What cartilage is this? Thyroid. Ooh, there's a good pair of questions on the test. Students hate to write the same answer twice. Okay. Identify the cartilage. Thyroid. Identify the gland. Thyroid. Okay. Identify the structure.
Trachea.
Trachea. Okay. Identify the direction.
Right.
Don't like that. I'll put a pointer here and a pointer here and say identify the direction. What part of the lung? A directional name of that part of the lung.
Oh, apex thing?
Apex. Good. Good. Apex. Now it's a cinch. Name this direction.
Base.
Base. Name this surface. Costal surface. Good. Good. Yes. Identify the red things.
But
Pulmonary veins. Identify the blue things. Pulmonary arteries. Identify the gray blue things. Bronchi. It's a bronchus or bronchi, yeah, because there's cartilage there. Okay. Identify the vessel. Pulmonary trunk. Trunk. It's blue. Trunk, artery. Okay. And so on. And so we come over here, and I would say, oh, I know what model I would like. The big ugly plaque. Right? Is that respiratory? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Because on here I look at it and we've got pulmonary veins and arteries and airways. But if I take this big ugly thing here, this old cheap one that somebody was going to throw away and we scrounged it. Okay. And that's better. That covers. And we look here at the tracheal tree, okay? And we look at the tracheal tree and identify this feature,
carina.
the carina, okay? Identify this structure.
Bronchi.
Specifically, now you got to get specific on that kind of stuff.
Left.
Left, primary bronchus. Identify these three structures.
Right. Secondary.
Secondary bronchi. Identify all of these.
Left tertiary.
Tertiary bronchi. Okay? How many levels of tertiary bronchi are there?
22.
23 actually. 22, 23. Before they get so small they lose their cartilage and become
Microscopic.
bronchioles. The carina is right here. Carina is the point of bifurcation between the two primary bronchi. The carina is important because when a medical person intubates, puts a tube down the trachea, they've got to stop before they get to the carina. If not, things tend to go into the right mainstem bronchus and block, and then they inflate the balloon and only the right lung will inflate. Left lung will be left out of the picture. I've never seen that in the coroners when we're taking out endotracheal tubes. They've always been up here in the trachea where they belong. Okay, so that's always worked out very well. I think, well, no, let it keep running for a second. And I'll just say, I think this is all of the models that we're going to be reviewing. We're come to the end of our time. And so this then is the end of the review, and thank you very much. I think it worked well.